Hi. What do you mean my mask won't help me like this? Do you know how many people I see in the stores with masks like this? It's not helping, folks. Or they wait till they get close to a person and go like this. That doesn't help either, people. Up over your nose. Small rant. It's at the laundromat. Yeah, the girl had her mask on. Under her chin. Sneezing, coughing. I know it's a pain in the butt to wear these masks. Trust me, as a nurse, wearing the M95 wasn't any more comfortable. But you really need to do it for your own safety. And for the safety of others. So, small rant, wear your mask the correct way. I had a couple of you asking me about the thing that I had said about the RJ mask. There was too much air under it. You know, too much air coming up under it. Because it was loose. A couple of you asked about, well, if it's not airborne, why should it matter? Let's put it this way. This morning I get up and the CDC has new recommendations for you when you've gone out not to bring your shoes inside the house. On top of that, you're supposed to take your clothes off, go take a shower immediately, and wash your clothes. Think about it, folks. Think about it. I don't think they actually really know the way that it's spread. And you know, now they're saying a sneeze can travel 13 feet. So, we've been staying 6 feet apart, so, you know, which is about 2 arms length. So now we got to double that. Yeah. I think they don't think it's airborne. You know, like chickenpox is. However, who knows? You know, they say chickenpox, you're symptomatic about a week earlier when you've got a cold. Or you think you have a cold, you're sneezing, you're feeling bad, little temperature, and then the chickenpox comes up about 3 weeks later. You get all these pox. Chickenpox is airborne. Just saying. People sneeze, it's airborne. People cough, it's airborne. Okay, enough of that. How's everybody doing? Yeah, I'm going a little stir crazy about now. I've been making masks out the wazoo. Now, you know, I don't know if you know, in my past life I was a seamstress at Levi Strauss. So, yeah, it's helping out a whole lot when it comes to putting out batches of masks. You do certain tasks one at a time, and then by the time you get to the end, you're ready to roll. But yeah, I've gone through a whole lot of fabric, and this morning I had to go out and wash and dry some more fabric. So, it's a lot out there. And I have also started crocheting some of the adapters for the mask. There are a couple that I like a little more than others. And couple of them that I really like are the ones that are adjustable. And the reason I say that is my pastor, he's teeny tiny. So she could probably need one of those that's adjustable, you know, to save her ears. I know my ears are getting tired of wearing the mask, which was part of the reason I cut back on delivering every day or every other day, was down to where I do Tuesday and Friday for locals, and that's it. And I'll mail that time too, so that limits my time out. Of course, you know, still have to do laundry. So we're having to figure out how we're going to do that. Because I'm out there quite a bit, folks. I am. And I'm one of those that's a high risk. So it doesn't make me real happy. And now I want to ask you guys. You know, I have noticed with YouTube, of course they rolled out something new again. With YouTube, now I come to these things, these videos that I've been subscribed to people for years, and now again, I'm unsubscribed. I'll subscribe, and then the next day I come in, and they're on, and it says I need to subscribe. So, keep a lookout for that, guys. I don't know what's going on with YouTube. Of course, maybe it's just all this, you know, bandwidth issues and stuff. But I think it's because they rolled out that new system for uploading your videos. I do plan on Thursday afternoon filming the portion, and it's just a short portion for the crochet sweater crochet along that I was doing, or am doing somewhere around here. I've rearranged some things, schedules, because I had been working, well, quite frankly, I'll be honest. Get up at 7 o'clock in the morning, go up at 8 o'clock, and I'd work till 6, you know, and I'd forget to eat. And then at 6, I'm starving to death, and we'd have supper, and after supper, I'd go back up, work till 10 or 11. I'm not doing that anymore. What I'm doing is I'm getting up. Now, today is an exception because I had to go do the laundry, wash the fabric so I can make some more masks. But normally I'll get up 8, go up into the sewing room at 9 o'clock, work till noon, have some lunch, get back at it at 1 till about 6, unless I have to cook supper. I've been doing a lot of crock pot meals and those kind of things. But if I have to cook supper, it'll be about 5:30 I stop and come down and cook supper. And then the rest of the time, the evening, is going to be crocheting adapters, sewing on buttons, doing some of the little things that I can do without, you know, getting envelopes ready, getting labels put on them for my name, for the return address on them at least. And then we'll work on the labels for mailing them out. Other than that, what I've been doing is I've been purchasing the picking up priority boxes when I'm in there so that I can mail those out to the different places that are farther away from me. You know, hospitals and nursing homes or centers that need them as I go. It's wild, people. It's just crazy out there. But I did want to tell you, you need to wear your mask properly. It does no good to wear your mask the incorrect way for you or anyone else. You know, what's the point of wearing a mask if you're not going to wear it properly? So, that was my big beef. I've seen a lot of that this week. I know people getting sick of it, but if you're not going to wear it properly, don't bother. Just don't bother. Because you're not doing yourself any good. And those of you that are using the ones from the pharmacy and the stores, the blue, the yellow ones that are paper, those are one-time uses. Yeah, one-time use. Which means you throw it away after you've used it once. Doesn't matter if you're going back out to the store the same day, you throw it away. So, be careful, folks. You know, they say we're coming on that and it's flattening it out, but you know, we're seeing areas in our area where it's not really flattening out as well as we would like that curve to flatten. And a lot of it, I think, is because people are wearing their gear improperly. Crazy people, crazy. It's nuts. And people are crazy out there. You know, my favorite was, I don't know if I told you the other day because days run into each other now. But the other day I had a friend tell me that, and she sent me a picture of it. And they were outside of Wegmans, and husband and wife were geared up head to toe. Gloves, gowns, the whole 9 yards. They got the groceries. They sprayed the bags with Lysol, put them in the back of the trunk. Sprayed each other with Lysol, and the gloves included, and got in the car with the gloves on. Those are rather funny to see when people do that. You know? And I see a lot of people wearing bandanas, and I'm glad they're wearing bandanas. I have a girlfriend that has COPD. She said she went out one day and all she had was a silk scarf, so she tied it around her, and she realized, you know, with COPD, silk isn't very breathable. And with COPD, it's even harder to breathe. So, but I also wanted to make a note of this as well. Talking about the crochet adapters, for those people who have to wear oxygen, you know, that goes over your ears, those adapters are great for you guys too. Especially if they're adjustable and they can, you know, get those off your ears. And here's a little trick. I'm going to tell you what my trick is. I'm going to show you. Because I'm running out of elastic. And, you know, it's hard to get elastic. See how stretchy that is? Do you know what this is? It's a 1-inch strip of pantyhose. Opaque pantyhose. The good thing about this is when I put it in that channel and it can be moved around, the person can adjust it to fit them by tying it off, or I could cut it, put it through the pony bead, and getting it through the pony bead is real easy. You can use just a twist tie like this. This is a small one. Bend it in half. You know, if you haven't put it in there to begin with, or you need to rearrange it, and then feed it up through. I don't know that I would use a safety pin with these. Of course, you could just slip it in the safety pin, you know, kind of like this. Safety pin's open, you put it in like that. Leave the loop, and then feed it through your channels, because all of my masks that I'm making have the channels so that the elastic can be cut when it gets too worn, and then you can feed another one through, so you could feed that through there and then cut one end and pull one end and tie it. And let me tell you, that is nice and soft against your ear. So those of you that are makers, that's an idea. The opaque ones work the best. Let me show you what happens, because we had picked up some support pantyhose, and they do stretch the same way. So they make a nice little tube, and that's for the makers out there. So, you know, that's a good thing to use for the elastic. And because elastic is really hard to find, now I'm telling you this, and if I can't find pantyhose, I have myself to blame for the new run on pantyhose. Right? But yeah, that's been working for me. And you can see how shaggy the hair is. I had teased that I was lying the kitchen shears, and I'm going to cut it. I know that's going to drive my son nuts because he's going to be terrified of that. But that works just like the t-shirts fabric. So that's another alternative for ties. Like I said, it works really great. And, you can feed it through a pony bead pretty easy with the wire. Or if you are a beader, you may already have some of those needles that you can feed it through with. They have the big eye. So that's it for today. I will not be doing a podcast tomorrow. The next one will be Thursday, and we will work on the cowl, and I will do a podcast then. I just wanted to let you know that, yeah, I'm hanging in there just like the rest of you guys. And wear your mask properly. All right, have a good day. See you later. Bye.